sunshine in my pocket. Got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it. So don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know.
Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's having themselves a great day. That's Justin Timberlake. Can't Stop the Feeling. And we're calling this one Ask for Clarification, Specific Someone Details. So this kind of came about, I don't know, from a number of listeners. It's truly a surprising number of listeners right now that are, I think, having some moments where we're having negative thoughts, we're having tough times, we're having something where we maybe need clarification. That was my case today. Maybe need an adjustment, maybe need some help, just a little bit of something. Throw me a bone, please, right? These kinds of moments. Well, today I had one, and it was in relation to a specific aspect of this whole thing. And, a key point for that matter. But whatever, I was like, okay, universe, I'd like to get some clarification, at least on this. Like, just give me some indications, right? Just whatever. And let it go at that, take my shower, do all my stuff, and head off into my day. And on my way to work, there was a channel I listened to. This guy posts, like, stupid early in the morning. He's on the East Coast, and it's about the sun and sun weather and solar flares, very cool stuff. So anyway, I flip it on. It's very short, and it's something to listen to while I'm waking up on the way to the coffee shop. And get down there, or on my way down there, and he's talking about shooting stars coming. Now, shooting stars are a huge, specifically amazing soul person, life partner, rare, super powerful symbol that I've had for years. And I don't see shooting stars all that often. They're really rare in my life. And when I get them, I usually get goosebumps, and it's just an amazing thing, right? So not only was he talking about the Perseid meteor shower, which is, by the way, when he said it, I was like, all right, he's mentioning it, but he didn't say shooting star. He didn't say that. So he said meteor shower, which is a place where lots of shooting stars happen. So I'm like, all right, we're really close. So I'm already kind of like, all right, groovy. But then his very next slide is all these different colored shooting stars. There was like 7 or 8 of them on the page. And the colors, he was showing what chemicals make up those colors. I'm like, okay, not only is it a shooting star, but it's many, many and colored. It's freaking awesome. So cool. Then at work, every day about 8:30ish, I usually take a walk around the parking lot, basically twice. It's usually all I have time for. And that's a good-sized parking lot. Don't think, I'm not being lazy here. But there's a couple places where hummingbirds can show up. And in fact, today, on some very unique occasions, would land on a flower, would see me, would get up and fly a little bit further away, land on another little flower, and perch towards me, and get up and fly. Did it like 4 or 5 times, and finally got to the end, and I was trying to walk silently by, and there's like, and then it just goes buzzing off over my head. This didn't happen just once. This happened like 3 different birds on different parts of the parking lot. And plus some other flybys. Like, it was just like, they're all over the place. And another one that started since I've been working at this new place, which has been about 6-7 months. Never really been at a place where I've experienced all these flying beetles at the parking lot. I don't know if it's because of construction they're doing and we've unearthed some god-awful plague. I have no idea. But there's these shiny green, metallic-y green, shiny flying beetles. And they're apparently not very bright because they run into the walls of the buildings and just boom. And they'll try more than once. It's kind of almost... It's sadly entertaining to watch them bounce into the same wall. Like, what do you guys just aimlessly fly around? Like, how did you get so big and you find anything at all? But whatever, maybe they can smell super good. I have no idea. But again, beetles I recently looked up when I've moved there, and it's a very awesome symbol about like transformation, and the fact that it's flying is like significantly awesome. All these things. And it was just like, wow. So. And my one, by 8:30 in my morning, like I had asked for it at, I start work at 6. I was getting ready about 4:30 in the morning, right? 4:30 a.m., I was asking the question. By 8:30, 4 hours later, I had 3 amazing answers. Crap, by not even 6, by 5:30 in the morning, I already had the shooting star one. Actually, it was more like 5:15 even. So like, again, ask. That's my point. Ask the universe, and the universe will give you amazing answers when you're having those times. And for those of you that are having a hard time staying on positive thinking, because that's been a question I've gotten specifically, right? Affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. You guys should all, if you have challenging times, even a couple times a day, seriously, have at least 2 or 3 or 1, whatever. Have some affirmations, a few, up to 5 maybe, right? Depending on where their areas are that you beat yourself up on or have question or whatever. Have them. Be able to pull them out, look on them on your phone, wherever the heck you have them, and be able to say them. Get yourself to that place. If you're working at work, try to say them in your head all quiet like, but start cycling through the affirmations. If you're having negative thoughts, you obviously have time to think. So replace those thoughts with the affirmations. Just keep doing them. Every time you start, what about no? Affirmation, affirmation, affirmation. Keep doing them. Find them. Just go online, type affirmation, and then like, love, affirmation, soulmate, affirmation, money, affirmation, relationship, affirmation, doubt, affirmation, like whatever it is that you question, affirmation, that word, boom, all sorts of choices. Find one that resonates with you. Like it, believe it, get behind it, have it like, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what I need to hear. And write it down, copy, paste. Put it in an email yourself, and then always have this, my affirmations email. That's one thing I usually do because I'm freaking lazy. So I'll like copy and paste them into an email it to an account that's on my phone, and then, and then there I go, off to the races, as they say. So these are things you can definitely do to make a difference. And if you've got questions, ask, and hopefully just let it happen. Like I said, I just asked, I didn't care. And I got significantly awesome answers in a very short period of time. And I know a lot of people be like, well, you put all this law of attraction stuff out there and you pushed out. And it's like, well, yeah, but I'm not a shooting star. Like that's kind of random. Yeah, I listen to this guy's thing every day, but well, not every day. Actually, I listen to this guy's thing probably 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't, whatever. It's cool. I always enjoy it, but it's so that all being said, there are things that can be unique to the moment. And yeah, you can have a lot of symbols and signs. I think those are significantly cool too. Like Anyas and I have talked about before. The signs and symbols don't happen unless you've already done the imaginal work. Those are indications that you're heading in that direction. So, any way you phrase it, it sounds good to me. Sounds like a nice bit of awesome drizzle on top of that awesome sauce, right? Because that's already on top of something that's quite awesome unto itself. So, namaste, as they would say. Dan RadioStyle, if you'd like to contact me, feel free to do so, please, at danradiostyle@gmail.com. Hopefully this all kind of helps out to a degree. Going to be going out with a very, very awesome Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young tune. It's called Love the One You're With. Dan RadioStyle.
Who you talking to? Concentration. Slip away. Because your baby is so far away. Well, there's a rose in a distant love, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love,